Never speak ill of the dead. That notion has been burrowed so deeply in our psyche as a society that very often we refuse to criticize and even posthumously sanitize a person's reputation, even if they well deserve the criticism. The sanitizing and romanticizing begins even before they die. Folk don't want to criticize the dying. And I feel like that's what's been happening in the past few weeks with the pending death of TikTok. Don't get it twisted, I have well over a third of a million followers on TikTok alone, and I would have had probably triple that were it not for TikTok. Lest we forget, TikTok was so discriminatory against black people it literally made the news. They had to come up with black TikTok to beat the charges. For all the talk about TikTok being this bastion of free speech, TikTok has systematically silenced the voices of protest, to the point where you couldn't even say free Palestine. You had to start using little watermelon emojis to get around the algorithm. I've been shadow banned on TikTok for so long that I basically said my goodbyes a long time ago. But it ain't all about me. I just think it would be wise to tell the truth and the whole truth about what the TikTok experience really was. If not TikTok itself, there will be some other alternative that will come along and be the new TikTok. And if we don't tell the bad along with the good, the new TikTok has no incentive to not repeat the same oppressive tactics as the old TikTok. The king is dead. Long live the king. So while my heart goes out to you, who will be deeply impacted by the loss of TikTok, I will not personally miss what TikTok was. I will miss what TikTok could have been and can still be for you and me elsewhere. Let's keep in touch. We are.
Son Michelle, family member here, teacher of the Geechee Gullah culture at Harvard. Last I saw him at Healthy Wealthy Wise, where he set it off on game night and killed it. He won. He's the winner, reigning champ of karaoke. Yeah, I hear what he's saying. Aren't all of these outlets though using our information, pushing things to us? Whether it's YouTube, Google, hey y'all, Instagram, they're all using the same methods to gain attention. It's how the game is played. So how you play the game is super important, which is why I say freak the algorithm. You know, click on stuff, like it, be intentional, because they're doing something different. Roderick Morrow is here, the black guy who tips.com. What are your thoughts on this TikTok ban?
So the scariest thing about the TikTok ban is that Republicans and Democrats agree. And that, I'm sorry, but that freaks me out, because they don't agree on nothing else. Literally the humanity of people they don't agree on. But when it comes to this, everybody, like from Bernie Sanders to Mitch McConnell is out here like, yeah, the TikTok gotta go. And then the one person who's like, I'ma save TikTok is Donald Trump. So I don't know what to tell y'all guys on this one. I'm kind of like, maybe it's gotta go just off of that. Like, if in that, and honestly, I would probably feel that way on any subject in the world. Like, if you were to be like, hey, pick something, pepperoni on pizza. Everyone love pepperoni on pizza. I love pepperoni on pizza. If Elizabeth Warren and JD Vance was like, pepperoni on pizza got to go, and then Donald Trump was like, nah, it's great, it needs to stay. I'm like, so we done with pepperoni on pizza? I'm sorry, that it's above me. I'm sorry, it's above me.
And you know what's sad? I don't know where to go to trust anybody on this.
Right.
I had to make a conscious decision about Twitter and this and that. I left Facebook officially after the Cambridge Analytica thing, but I'm like, they got more followers now than Jesus. They do. Man. They got more followers than Jesus Christ. I was like, so me leaving didn't stop y'all from, leaving, because how am I going to be in touch with grandma?
Right.
But at some point we're going to have to, because I have 1,000 email addresses. So I use different email addresses for different things. Some stuff, when I'm buying things, so they're not spamming me, I got an email address for that. So I have an account because I want to preserve my image and likeness.
Right.
But I'm not active on these things, and they don't have my real information. But let me ask you this, because people are like, what about fan base? And I'm gonna be honest. I've had Isaac Hayes III on several times. I think you've been on when he's been on. And I like him. I like what he's doing. But I personally don't use social media to make money. Right. I don't use YouTube to make money, which is funny. Somebody's like, well, you're gonna lose followers. I'm like, I literally pay the people who do my YouTube with the YouTube money. That money ain't going in my pocket. I'm good. Like, I don't care if it all goes away. So, but that's the problem. Listening to Cam Newton and others, when you're dependent upon an income and then it's gone, because we all fold new money into our lifestyle. But if
Yeah.
you never fold that money into your lifestyle, then you never have to depend on it. So if it goes away, there's no problem. There's a lot of people going to be financially hurt when TikTok goes away because they're making $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month, $50,000 a month, posting videos because of the way the algorithm works and
Yeah.
the followers.
If you suffer from back or hip